Hello. How is it going, everybody? It's so good to be here. I am here ready to give you guys some comedy, make you laugh a little bit, maybe, hopefully, I don't know, we'll find out. But as you can see from the bloodshot in my eyes, I've been playing some Dark Souls. Whew, that's a game right there. That's tough stuff. That's really tough stuff. And you know, they always tell you, they always say, if you're going to play Dark Souls, buy an extra controller. And it's just like, whatever. Have you played that game? You're going to need like 3 controllers, man. It's ridiculous. You start the game out, it's just, nice and easy. Medieval shenanigans. And it's just like, hey, I know what I'm getting into. You don't know what you're getting into, pal. You get through that first section, you're like, all right, I'm feeling pretty good. You get through that undead asylum area, and you get into the next area, and it's just like, I'm home free. I got this. You know, it's just like, you can't be that bad. No, it sucks. It's not easy stuff, and they really make you work for it. And I remember talking to a friend of mine. I was like, hey, man, I've been playing Dark Souls, and he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, thanks. But I was like, I really need some help. I was like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what the best classes are. I just don't know the best way to approach this situation. And you know what he told me? He gave me one word of advice. He said, stop. I was like, what? He's like, just stop. Just relax. And I was like, no, like I got past the first area. I have my class all set up. I'm like ready to go. And it just is like, he's like, just stop. And I was like, that's kind of the worst advice you could give someone when they're trying to get help from a video game. Be like if I went online to a walkthrough and I was like, hey, so I don't know how to get past this area. I don't know how to get past this puzzle. Does anyone have any solutions? And then they're like, yeah, take the game out, break it in half, and then sell it on eBay for half price. And I was like, fair point. You got a point right there. So, Dark Souls, crazy stuff. And you know, I feel like the further the series progressed and they released some new games, I feel like they did a pretty good job of kind of making it a little bit more accessible. You guys ever play Sekiro? That's a good one. I was really impressed with that one. I was actually really blown away. I had a great story with that one. So, game came out day one. My buddy and I were like, dude, Sekiro's out. We got to play that one. And both of us have never beat a Dark Souls game in our life. There was no chance of us beating Sekiro. I don't know what our plan was, but so we were like, let's go pick it up. So we made this plan. We were in college at the time, and so it was like we had this big old extravagant plan. I was like, all right, I get done at classes at whatever time it was, okay? And so we had it all planned out. It was great. I go to the local store, GameStop, unfortunately. I know. I'm sorry. Give it here, GameStop. That's what's up. So, go to the GameStop, and I'm like, hey, I'm here for Sekiro. And the guy's like, okay, it's over there. I'm like, okay. So I walk over to the shelf, scanning along. You know how it goes when you're at GameStop. You're there like an hour longer than you want to be. So you're over there, you're scanning the shelf. You're like, okay, let's see. Oh, it appears to be alphabetical, right? Okay, so you're going through, and you're like, okay, let's see. A, B, D. You're just going through, you're looking at the games. You're like, oh, yeah, that's right. Remember Dead Island? That was a game. And you're going through, and you're looking, and you're like, oh, there it is. Okay. And it was like the most obvious one, but it for some reason took you like an hour to find it. It's just a big old nightmare. So you go up, and you pay for it, and then he like rings it up, and he's like, all right, just $65. And you're just like, okay. So you pay for it, take it home. I was so stoked. I start downloading it. You know these console games, you put it in the console and it's just is like, hey, you know how you're stoked to play this game? Well, you gotta wait for half an hour. Half an hour? What the hell am I gonna do for half an hour? I wanna play the freaking video game, but gotta wait for those updates and the installations, whatever. Installation fees. Imagine if they had an installation fee on your PlayStation. You pop in the game, you're so stoked. You're like, yes, I've been looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2 all year long. You pop it in, it's just like, you have a 2-hour waiting fee. What? A waiting fee? I would quit gaming right there if they had a waiting fee for your installations. Not dealing with that shenanigans right there. I'm telling you right there. No. Anyways, pop the game in. We're getting ready for some Sekiro. We're so stoked. We get into like that intro sequence. It's all like super awesome. And we're like, whoa, we're getting into something serious here. And you know, it's different. You know, if you ever played Sekiro comparison to Dark Souls, it's different stuff. And they did a really good job with that one. I really did appreciate what they did with Sekiro in comparison to Dark Souls. And I really did appreciate that. I will certainly give them that. So we start out, we're playing along, we're cruising. Okay. Get to the first boss, and we're like, okay. Not too bad. And then we get into the I'm trying to remember his name. He's the drunkard guy in the plantation area. It's been a minute since I played this game. But anyways, so we get to that place and my buddy's just like, I'm done, dude. I am done. And he's rage quit and he's done. I'm like, don't you dare break my controller. Anyways, crazy shenanigans working through this game. And it's just, man, you got some skills to pay the bills. If playing Sekiro was able to pay my bills, I'd be bill free for the next 100 years. That game requires some skills, man. My buddy, he quit. He was out. And I'm like, I'm going to give this another go. I'm sure going to try it. So, give it a few more tries. I'm doing my best. I'm doing what I can. And just not working out so well for little old Alex here on a good old Sekiro. Not working out so well at all. But you know what it was? I learned a lesson while playing Sekiro. I'm going to tell you this, guys. I'm going to teach you this lesson right now. And I want you to use this as much as you can, okay? This is a very important lesson that you will use for the rest of your life. You ready for this? Patience, not worth it. It's not worth it. There's no reward for patience. Why would you be patient if you're not a doctor? Doctors need patience. I don't need patience. No, I'm totally joking. Patience is great. Oh, there's no way to get through that game if you don't have patience. But anyways, it's a big old mess. And so then we ended up taking the game back. We're like, it's too hard. And the guy at GameStop's like, fair enough. And I think it took me about another year or so before I got back into Sekiro. It was totally worth it. Totally worth it. That's a great game. Highly recommend it. But let's see over here. Here's another good one for you. Legend of Zelda. Whew. Love those games. Love the Legend of Zelda games. It's just really interesting seeing the evolutions of video games. You see Legend of Zelda number 1, just this total 8-bit, super pixelated shenanigans that's just like, there's a lot happening here. For a game that came out in 1986? I wasn't even born in 1986. And it's phenomenal. It's really, really interesting. And just the evolution of the titles throughout time just have what's the word I'm going for? Evolutionized? The revolution of the Legend of Zelda games. The revolution, they're rising up. No, the evolution of the Zelda games is so interesting because you have that first title that's just so interesting and so fun to play. And then you get to these new games and you get to Skyward Sword and it's just like, what the hell is this? It's like, I don't want motion controls in my Zelda game. It's so much more complex than it needs to be. And then it goes from there. It's just a big old mess. It's like, dude, motion controls is something I could go on forever. You want me to play video games, but you want me to, like, interact with the game? Like Wii bowling? I could go bowling. Or I could spend $350 and buy a Wii and get Wii Sports and just never leave my house ever again. Problem solved. There it is. Don't ever have to do anything ever again. It's all right there for you in the comfort of your own home. Nintendo knew what they were doing there. Getting people up and active in the comfort of their own home. And I feel like Nintendo's always done that. You got Wii Sports Resort, Wii Fit, Ring Fit Adventure. There you go. You don't ever have to leave your house again. You also have a Cooking Mama. Between Cooking Mama, Wii Fit, and Dark Souls, you're not going nowhere, man. You got all your cooking, cleaning, physical activity, and mental stress there to satisfy everything that you would do even if you were to leave your house. I just don't understand why we still have jobs anymore. Video games do everything for us. They give us that stress that we need to survive. Well, maybe I don't think we need stress to survive, but sometimes it does feel like that, doesn't it? Oh, man. Well, you know, one last thing before I go, I got to tell you another quick story real quick here about Zelda. So my wife, super amazing. She's great. I love her to death. She's awesome. I was like, hey, you ever play Zelda? She's like, nope. I was like, okay. Well, let's play some Zelda. She's like, okay. I've only ever played Lego games. I'm like, fair point. Let's play Zelda. So I get her going on Wind Waker, and she's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm getting it. And then gets to the first temple, and she's like, I'm too busy. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. I understand. And we were just kind of about the same time we were about ready to get married. So I was like, all right, fair enough. You're busy. Trying to plan a wedding. I understand. So about a year goes by. I'm like, hey, let's give Zelda another go. She's like, all right, not so busy. All right, we get a little bit further past where we were. She's doing pretty good. I'm like, all right, this is looking good. We might actually get her playing a real video game besides Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. There you go. And get to the second temple, and she's like, how long is this going to take for this temple? I'm like, oh, about 45 minutes if you don't know what you're doing, maybe an hour if you really don't know what you're doing. And she's like, okay, we'll pick this up next time. Guess what? There is no next time. Awesome. Okay, well, they're letting me know my time is up. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me, talking some Dark Souls and other good shenanigans. If you guys liked what you saw, don't forget to help me out. Reach out, send me all that love. Really appreciate it. And you guys just take care. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.